I'm a true champion.
Here we go, Stanley's Parable. Why does it still say Roblox? Don't worry, this game is not scary at all. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. So the thing about this game is, it's a very interesting movie. It's a movie that knows it is a movie. Begins the game. He says the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. It's not a scary game at all.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
Seems like an easy job.
Every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
It's kind of
No
weird.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Also, this is a game where you play against the narrator. So you can either listen to the narrator and do what the narrator says, or you can actually not do anything. I think there's something happens if I don't do anything. Probably not. Let's move. Oh, okay, it gives me control. Oh my gosh, I'm Stanley. Nothing on the computer, nothing on the phone. Yes, nothing happens, which is something. We got files. I forgot how you look at stuff. Sharpener. 427. Files. And go back to lurk. Whee! Scared, please, no. This is not a scary game. Does it sound scary?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Where's the meeting? What is this? Where's the meeting room? Yo, there's nobody here. Username access. Making my way downtown. Whoa.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Here's where you make your first decision. Chat. Are we going to the left door or to the right door? The narrator said, we're going to the left. Do we go to the left? Or do we go to the right? Or do we go to the left? Or do we go to the right? I don't remember what happens to either of them. Right, left is always unlucky. Right. You want us to go to the unlucky one? Right, left, left. He said to go to the meeting room, which is on the left. Alright, we're going to the left. He said to go to the left. Why do these doors automatically close? There's no jump scares, don't worry. Nothing like that. Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve dispute with a coworker? Let it ball up inside, take it out passively aggressively. Hey, Using slides to assure employees everything is okay. Stanley, hashtag Stanley in the chat. Wait, no, then you will remain hired. You don't want me to say hired? Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Oh, I like that. That's actually quite nice. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. I like this. I want to use this on a school project. Rate at which charts are the same slide depict the same information. This is a funny game, I tell you. This is a funny game, but you gotta be smart. Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs or downstairs? Upstairs or downstairs? I think I remember this. Upstairs or downstairs? Oh my gosh. This is satisfactory. You're misbehaving. Down, always scarier. Up. Up. We have 1 vote for down, 1 vote for up. Shelyo says up. We have 2 for up, 1 for down. Basement. Do down later. Up. And we had 2 votes for up. Is this a window? There's nothing in here. Is this where my boss is? Executive bathroom. For executive needs. Excuse me, boss man?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so
What?
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What? But you just told me the 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh, okay. I can't jump. I also realize I can't jump. Do we step into the passageway? I don't even see another option. Oh, I can step onto the piano. That's about it. Do we step in? NJ. What do you mean NJ? Here we go. It sounds so different. No, don't. What's the other option? I don't know what else to do. Alright, we're following the narrator. Alright. Woo! This place is a little bit creepy. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit creepy. Going down, anybody? Oh, going up. Oh no, we're going down, we're going down. Stanley's Parable, everybody. Stanley's Parable.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What do we do in this company?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility. But we have another option. Escape. Do we go to the mind control facility or do we go to escape? Oh, I think I remember this. Alright, we're going to the mind control facility. Here we go. I like it that the door's closed. I have 100,000 channel points. I can spare some. Turn on the lights,
The
please.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have the strength to find out? I'm getting a little nervous. No, you don't. Cameras?
Now the monitors jumped to
Whoa!
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh my
Stanley's
God.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Are you guys able to hear the narrator clearly enough? I hope so. Let me test it out.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Why are you attacking me so hard, my guy? 500 cams? No, it's more than that. It's 600, 601. Whoa! Aw, I wanted my alerts on. Alright. Anyways. There's like 601 cams.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh man, that's kind of sad.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for
I'm gonna
all.
destroy the mind control. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. Is it this button? I don't know which button. There's a couple of buttons. There's a lot of buttons. What is this? Console disabled. 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, there's numbers. Whoa! Did that door open? Oh! Oh, I just go in here. Mind control, idle, waiting, input. Okay, seems easy enough.
And when
Just
at last he
power.
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright, do we turn it on or do we turn it off? I guess we are trying to turn off the mind controls, so let's do this. Whoa! Twilight Janet, hello, you said on. We turned it off. What's happening? I'm able to move.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
You don't know what's going on? We're playing this choose your own
Was
adventure
it
game
over?
about mind control.
Yes.
Whoa!
He had won. He had
Hey.
defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Oh, this is
Freedom was
big.
mere moments away.
This is
And yet,
huge.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Let me get out of here.
As sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Let
he
me get outta
realized
here.
none of this mattered to him, for it was not
Look at
knowledge
the
or
tree.
even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal
Look
had
at
not
the
been
tree.
to understand.
Look at the tree and the
No longer
houses.
would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be
And the
his.
mountains.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
This is a very nice looking place. All right, here I go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Aww, happy ending. Huh?